G'day guys, welcome back to others videos. Yes, all right. As I said, it's been a while. I've been on a holiday break. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of other crap here and there. So yeah, I had a few people wondering what was in this box, but no one could work out what was in the box. You know, I gave them a little sample on the back, but you know what the old saying is? Okay, you need a yumcha before you start the conversation. You know, all right. What can we say? Let's have a stiff drink. Here we go. Oh, God, I've been pouring it everywhere, you know. But here, all right, guys, cheers. All right. I got some gifts sent to me at bribery. Have a look at this one here. Check that out, man. This beer is going down. It was like a fat kid on a seesaw, mate. You can't say that anymore about fat kids, mate. But what can we say? They got this in a package. Somebody sent me some stuff down to have a geezer. And he also, you know, he's bribing me because he's hanging out to watch these videos. Have a look at this, man. Check that out. You know, he made a stubby holder for me for my beers, you know. And have a look at that. How good is this, mate? You know, he's bribing me just to continue making these videos, you know. And he also sent me a bottle opener as well, and stainless steel bottle opener. Check that out, man. Yeah, my fans are sending me briberies here and there. So yeah, no, he sent me a couple of boards to fix and have a look at, you know. So yeah, he sent these down. When I opened up, I had a pisser of a copper. I just pissed myself laughing, you know. So yeah, well, thanks for all that to that guy. You know, I'm not going to mention names because I normally don't drop it. So what's in the box? Yeah, man, get to the point. What's in the box? We've been hanging out for months. We've been talking to our kids and our wives. Now, you know, look, we need something to watch on the weekends, man. You know, cheer us up. All right, what's in the box? There's one game topic I have not brought up, okay? One company out of all these boards I've taken. Oh, by the way, it's season 3, episode 16, part 26. Bootleg versus originals. I can't believe there's 26 videos so far. All right, on bootlegs versus originals. So what's in the box? Get to the point, man. Get to the point. All right. What company haven't I spoken about at all? Check this guy out. That's right, guys. This is an original Nintendo board. Okay? That's right, guys. I did not speak about Nintendo at all. Basically at all. In all my videos. I showed I've got heaps of Nintendo boards came in that I picked up from that guy that I picked up just under 200 PCBs. And this was in this. I've washed it. The reason I put a number 5 on there because I couldn't work out what these EPROMs was. So I did a ROM dent. And what this game is Mario Brothers. All right, guys? It's Mario Brothers. An original Mario Brothers, basically, you know what I mean? So, yep, this is an original Mario Brothers. I'll leave it over here so you guys can have a sticky nose. You know what the truth? Back in the days, I've never seen one of these, okay? I've never seen an original back in the day. If I have, mate, we're talking... Mario Brothers came out, what frigging year was it? Fucking 82? 83? You know? Mate, I can't remember what I've done 2 days ago some days, you know? But yeah, so I got this. I had a bit of an Uncle Doug. Oh, somebody on one of my videos goes, how did Uncle Doug come? You got to read between the lines what Doug stands for, Uncle Doug. So I'm not going to explain any more, you know. So think about what I'm saying to you in these videos, how I say I had an Uncle Doug, you know. So think about between the lines, I keep saying. Okay, so this is how I got the Mario Brothers, you know. So a bootleg, I'm trying to find a bootleg. I don't know what it looks like. I can't tell you. I'm not going to make it up. Yeah, I have seen it. I can't recall that of this Mario Brothers because around this era when this shit was coming out, I've just started going into the arcade business, you know, as a young tacker, you know, just got my license and whatever. So there's one of them is an original, okay? So everybody waffles on about Nintendo, but hang on. But here's another one. Remember the last one I said to you, here's another, let me put it long ways. Here's another Nintendo. You can sort of see by the Nintendo. I've got to make a video for another guy out of Holland. He's looking at some other board that I've got. And he goes, yeah, but how do you tell it's an original or bootleg? I said, all right, I'll make a video of that because I've got a bootleg and original, okay? So explaining that. All my stuff that I've got on eBay, if I say it's a bootleg, it's a bootleg. If it's an original, I'll say it's original. I don't try to hide, I'm not trying to make up the bullshit. But I'll spin this around for you guys to have a sticky nose. This is a Popeye. Remember my last video? Oh, I can't remember, whatever. Go back and play it again. When I was waffling on about fucking Popeye, you know, the bootleg Popeye. Hang on. So, as I said to you, I'm flipping it around. Check that out. I'm going to go and get something I forgot to show you. Yeah, I know. I haven't prepared my notes again. I have to go for a walk again. So, yeah, this is a Popeye, an original Popeye, basically. You can sort of see it with the American logos, everything. Nintendo was really anal on their products, you know. But the problem with the Nintendo stuff, okay, was they were always using an inverter board for their colours. And what I'm saying to you is it's like you had to use an inverter to invert the colour from one signal to another because it was monochrome type, you know. I don't know why they did this. I've got no clue. There's other people who waffle on about Nintendo, go about Nintendo. I'm not a fan of this shit, okay? And I'll be honest, I couldn't care, you know. But go have a look at some other people's videos about Nintendo. They'll give you the insight about this, but I still don't know. I'm not going to waste brain cells on this shit, but you can sort of see it says TV interface PCB for Nintendo, you know, so you put the colours in, it goes for normal. I don't know why. I've really go have a look at someone else's thing. So that's the original, what's this friggin', the Popeye. And then here's the bootleg. You remember, I'll bring that the bootleg again. See the bootleg? This is the bootleg. The Geeks PCB's done it. Yeah, man, have you fixed that Popeye? You know, mate, I put it in the fucking corner. I couldn't be stuffed corner, basically. It's in a stuff. I can't be stuffed corner, you know what I mean? So I've got that much shit on. I can't fix it all, you know? So yeah, this is the original of This is a bootleg of a Popeye. And then check this guy out, how big this shit is, you know what I mean? But what they did is, they made it is in a universal board. So what you do, you can take this is a security chip. You could change the EEPROMs, and you could put another game in this board. So Nintendo was pretty good. So if you buy their games at stupid drug money prices, okay, you can always upgrade it to some other stupid game that they released. You know, so you can look into it. You know, but they were not bad. But at least they did a conversion so you can do it. So the operator didn't have to go and keep spending money on this stuff. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, so that's there's two of them there. So have a sticky nose. You can sort of see that it's got a TPP-01-CPU. Okay, then you have a look at this Mario Brothers guy. Okay, see how it's got a different number again on the top there. So that was the number one. This is number two. So you can sort of swap the EEPROMs around for other games if you want, basically. So that's the security chip, basically. Yep, I think that's the security chip. Don't correct me. That is a security chip because the process is down here. So what happened was, don't forget, this is around about the 82 or 83 era, you know what I mean? So then what I remember coming across was this game, you know? Here's something you don't see every day. All right? The VS system, basically, you know what I mean? Hang on. I've got Little John. Remember Little Johnny? Yeah, he gives you guys a, hey guys, how you going? Okay, this one here is the VS system. This is the Nintendo VS system, basically, you know. So what happened was, when I got in, this just came out, basically, this system came out. It was fucking drug money, man, drug money. So this one here is Super Mario Brothers, okay, on this platform. So you see how that big double board is. This is Super Mario Brothers. This here is the security chip, okay, and there's a security number on it, okay. Like I said, Google other people, do whatever it is, they will waffle on about it. So what the Nintendo used to do, you can buy their games and put it on their platform. But this was designed for their red tent, which I actually have a red tent over there, somewhere in the corner there. I'm not full of shit because I've got a guy go, red tent, you know. So he goes, when are you going to drop it off, man? Yeah, still stood in the corner over there. Okay, they're hard to find. Google red tent. It's a sort of a canopy type fucking cabinet. You figure back to back. So what they used to do, you could play one game on one side, another game on the other crappy side, you know. But as I said, sticky nose. When I got in, this is what was coming up when we went and picked that up, you know. So, yeah, you could have a look. It's for one side is one game, and there's the other side of the game. So what happened with this, about 4 years ago, I contacted the guy, PCB Junkie, okay? That's his adapter. So I bought it off him. Can you sort of see? Cheers, guy. Cheers, man. Okay. And what he done is, see how this section here is? This section here is for the video. So you could adjust the inverter. You could adjust the colours and that. So I know they're not cheap, but what the fuck do you do, man? You know, the pricing out of Canada, I looked into it. Mate, they are getting fucked in the ass with their pants on from Tubu, you know. They're even getting charged for fuel surcharge on the postage stamp, man. Can you believe? You imagine living in Canada and getting it all the time, you know? So I Googled it and I said, mate, this guy's ripping me off. Everybody out of there's ripping me off. And even my audio mates trying to buy stuff out of there. And it's a postage, it's drug money, man. It's, you know, I've said drug money a few times. But, yeah, so I got this to plug it in to test it out. So it is what it is. What do you do, mate? As I said, the guy put the effort in. Before I met Geeks PCB, I bought adapters from the two guys out of Canada, this guy and another guy, you know. So I put it in because it's a VS system. You can sort of see it. It's a VS system. So I plugged it in to get the board going. But he's built the as I said to the videos on this, which made my life easier. And at least you could sort of test that out. But wait, out of this system here, I've got another one. Man, you know with me, I always got problems, you know. You just can't have one. You got to have two, mate. God, man, you fucking got fucking problems, man. You got fucking problems. Yeah, I know. Okay. At least I admit it. Others just sit in the corner and fucking don't say nothing. Hogan's Alley. Okay. I remember this thing coming out back in oh fuck, my memory is out of there. I think 85 this thing came out. 84 it came out. You know. Hogan's Alley came out, you know, you can sort of see it. It's a VS system. There's the security. They used to come, they used to get it, and it's in a little box with these EPROMs and the security chip. I'm trying to find one. I've got a box, original box from this somewhere kicking around. You know, when you do, you know, my videos are not even prepared, you know. So, what's the Hogan's? Okay, what's the other one? It's some bullshit I wrote on there. Oh, this is Pinball. I put Pinball on this because the Hogan's security chip works on Pinball. Okay, so I could put that over here, and get this working out. The only thing is missing is the that chip there, which was whatever that is, you know. So I've done Pinball just for a reference. So as long as you got the security chip, it'll match other games. Google, there's other people out there dedicated to Nintendo shit, like, you know. But as I said to you, you know, it was what it was. But hang on, the old saying was, how many people will check out my big black thing? How many? I need to get my lights. This is the original Hogan's Alley gun. It's metal. Go look at the gaffer tape. That's a quick repair job. Those little bastards that used to steal them off our machines and that, fuck yous, you know, you little shits, you know, because I used to steal them because it's a black gun, you know. So even Mad Dog McCree had black guns, mate. We used because we put them on chains and all that, and the little bastards still kept stealing them, you know. So if you were one of those who stole one of those guns, shame on you. Return it back to owner, okay? So this is the original McCoy gun. It's metal. As I said, Mad Dog McCree used to have them from American Laser, but they kept stealing them, so we ended up putting plastic guns on there from Hap and all this. But this is the real McCoy. And if you don't believe me, okay, where is the paperwork here? Here's the paperwork. Yeah, here's the paperwork, you know. There's the... I just threw on a fucking expensive Game Boy. Google the price on it, just threw it on there. Shit happens. So, yeah, so there you go. That's what's inside the gun. All right, basically off the Nintendo gun, if you don't believe me. Because as I said to you, there is the manual for it. Everything. This is an original. This is an original McCoy, mate. No photocopy here, mate. Okay, so that's... hang on, let me flip it open. So you can sort of see it, you know. It's got the... oh, there it is. There's a photo of the VS cabinet. If you go, I'll zoom it in. There's the VS, the red tent, basically, you know. Oh, there is the photos of the red tent inside. Okay, yeah, man, don't flip it around too quickly. So yeah, so there you go. That's the red tent. This is the real McCoy, you know, for the red tent, you know, versus table, you know, versus table. So, but they were smart and all that. But one thing I've got to give them credit, and I always give credit in my videos on everybody. What are you going to say anything to Fabrizio? No. I'm going to give credit to something that Nintendo done that no other game has done. Okay, all right. Here is something that you're not going to see every day. All right. Oh, man, what's that, man? Okay. This here is Punchout. Okay. This is a Nintendo Punchout. Okay. They came out with a few games back in the day. The first one was called Punchout in 1984. And this is their board out of it, you know. I'll show you guys what it is, you know. I haven't cleaned it with goo goo juice. You can sort of see that someone's written Punchout on that. You can see what Nintendo boards are all the same. They're all looking the same way, basically what it is and that. But Punchout was one of those games that it was unique when it came out. It had two screens. You played the game on the bottom, and on the top of the screen had the bloody details, the high scores, and all this shit. So Nintendo, this Punchout was not cheap when it first came out, but it was one of those games, it was innovating back in that era. Don't forget, we're talking 82, 83, 84, whatever the era was. But originally came out as Punchout, but when Punchout died in the arse, but at least Nintendo came out with software upgrades on the board. So then you'd be called it Super Punchout. So then you had a bit more life in the game, basically. So it didn't die in the arse. You go, what am I going to do with this fucking coffin box, you know? Because I got a guy who's been chasing a Punchout for so long, and he actually found one. He just goes, man, I can't believe it, man, I found one. You know? So he was having an Uncle Doug. He actually bought two now. He's actually bought two. Because they don't come up every day, these games, man. So he bought one of a guy. He wants me to fix it. You might be seeing that in one of my videos. G'day, guys. This is the Punchout video coming soon. But the thing is, back to these guys, the Punchout, Super, then it had Punchout, then it had Super Punchout. Then when that died out, they put in arm wrestling. You know, this guy goes, you know. They kept upgrading the game. So after arm wrestling came out, they had Mike Tyson. You know, that make Mike Tyson the boxer. But I don't know if he was biting someone's ear in this in the video game like he did last time in one of the fights. It bit someone's ear. You know, so I don't know if he's biting someone's ear in this video game. But at least Nintendo had bloody upgrading kits basically on their system, you know what I mean? But at least you got the game going with Nintendo. So regardless of whatever it is you paid for, at least you had Nintendo upgrades on the games. But, you know, another one was, back to the VS system, okay? Back to this VS system, I forgot to mention, Exciter Bike had come out. With a little bike down the road. Exciter Bike was on this system too, which was not bad coin. It made a bit of money. But when Hogan's Alley came out, which is over there, Hogan's Alley, it was one of the first ones with a gun on a screen, because we'd never seen it. We used to have those rifle games and all that crap back in the day. Then they had another one called Duck Hunt, okay, which is shooting ducks across the road. So when Hogan's Alley died, they had Duck Hunt, which was another shooting game. But at least they kept their games floating on the platforms, basically, you know what I mean? So that was another good thing about this platform, because there was other shit games that come up here, okay, on this platform. But as I said, they kept their boards going, and they weren't reinventing the wheel, so the operator could buy a kit, say what, $1,000? You know, it wasn't big dollars, but they had the system anyway to do that. So that's Nintendo. Like, I keep banging Konami and that. They had some really good games and that. Coin-wise, yeah, there was only a handful of games that made money. The rest were just lemons, you know what I mean? So, as I said here, but as an operator, don't forget, these were big dollar games back in the day, you know? What else was I going to say? What else I got to say about Nintendo? Yeah, the gun, we talk about the adapter. What else? My brain is fucking getting fried because of too many yum chars. Oh, hang on. We finished Nintendo. Special guest. I've got a special guest. All right, you ready? This is the special guest that I got sent down to me. Trust me, man, I did not touch this. Have a look at this. That's right, man. Have a look at this fucker. You know, whose arsehole have you pulled that out of? Mate, This is out of an elephant, okay? Check this board out. He just sent it down to me just to put into my videos on what happens to game boards when they've just been molested, you know? I think he found it in a cabinet. I think it must have gone for a fucking tsunami through this game. Check this out. It has a special guest, okay? This is a SNK game. I think this is Sky Soldiers, okay? I haven't checked out the ROMs and that, but I didn't touch it. I just left it for you guys because he sent it down to me. And I go, for fuck's sake, you know, Jesus Christ, you haven't given me a hard time. But, you know, the joke is, you can still see where it says made in Japan. You can't see the rest of the board, but you can still see where it's made in Japan. I didn't clean it, that's how it is. Can you believe this shit? Have a look at it, man. Have a look at that. So, I just wanted to show you for this video. I'm going to wash it with my special goo-goo juice, you know. But see how stuff sometimes comes in mishandling or whatever. Because that guy actually sent me another bag of more pills came in. You know, everybody needs a little bit of pills here and there. So yeah, I've got a couple more bags of pills coming in, you know. I said, that's enough. I've got enough pills. I don't need any more pills, you know. But as I said, look at it, how mishandling boards are. Badly stacked here and there. But this is an original, you know, as I said. But I hope you were enjoying the Nintendo special that I left off there in the, you know, 2022, you know. Oh, everybody was impressed. Hang on, I'll zoom up a bit. Everybody was impressed with my neighbour's good doodly, you know what I mean? You know, and all this shit, you know. So, yeah, as I said, it's always hard to come up with some information for you guys. But as I said to you, it's all for you guys, mate. You know, the old saying, you know, pinball machines and video games is a passion, mate. I always try to find something to talk about. As I said to you guys, thanks for watching this. If you don't, you want to subscribe, you know, anywhere you want. Okay, do that. As I said, man, you know, thanks for the guy who sent me all this souvenir crap, you know. So, yeah, I had a laugh. Trust me, man, I had a laugh, you know. But as I said, you know, thanks for watching. I know I was a bit slack. I've tried to make as many videos as I can. As I said, I've been busy. You know, it's not like I'm sitting around with my thumb up my arsehole. But as I said to you, know, again, thanks for watching this video. The more going to keep coming out. I've got more topics to talk about. As I said, cheers, guys. Thumbs up. Cheers.